Why is return on investment so important when you're looking at property investments? Hey, my name's Alasdair Cunningham, welcome to this week's show. If you're not already, get subscribed. That way you will never miss an upload. Also, turn on notifications up above. When I upload, you will get notified straight away. Now, return on investment is so important. You have to know this. And if you're going to deal with investors from all over the world like I do, they will want to know return on investment. Because after all, return on investment means how much are you putting in, how much are you getting out, and how quickly will you get your money back. You need to know two things. First thing you need to know is money in. You need to know exactly, to the pound, how much money do you have to invest into that deal to get it across the line and to get tenants in there. Now that can include things such as the deposit that you're going to need to use for buying the property, legal costs, including stamp duty, travelling costs for you to go and view the house, for you to keep going back to get builders out there, consultation costs, refurbishment charges, basically any money that has to come out of your pockets to go towards that deal to ensure you get it over the line. That needs to go into the money inside. Next, how much money are you going to be getting out of this deal? Now, I want to know this on an annual basis. All you need to do, work out how much your rent is, work out what your expenses are, your mortgage payments, your management costs, your ongoing maintenance costs, and at the end of the year, how much are you going to be left with? If you've got them two figures, then you can work out your return on investment. Now, I deal with many investors from all over the world. I have about 8,000 investors on my database that I deal with on a regular basis. One of the things they're all looking for is a good return on investment. However, don't be put off thinking that the only deals investors will buy are deals that are 25-30% above, because that's not just simply the case. I have investors that will buy deals at 10% return on investment, because after all, what bank can give you 10% return on your money if it's just sat there in the bank? There ain't many, and I actually don't know of any. Okay, most banks are given an interest rate of 0.006 or whatever. It's nothing, it's not even worth worrying about. So if you've got somebody that's got money in a bank, it's actually depreciating, it's actually going down, it's becoming worth less. So it makes sense, even if the deal is not the best deal, but it's given an 8% return, that's still giving 7.5% more than they'll ever get from a bank. So it's still a good deal. Now the best deals are the deals that are 20% and above. If you're really good at this, if you're good at finding deals and you're amazing at it, you can get deals that will give you an infinite return. Okay, so let's work out a real life deal that I'm doing for one of my investors at the minute. Now this deal is in Birmingham in the Midlands. It's a really good area. The city is the second fastest growing city outside of London. House prices are rising annually. It is a good area, okay? So remember, we need to know money in and money out. Okay, so let's do money in first. Now, the purchase price of this property is £89,000. 89,900. Okay, so that's how much we're buying it for. Now, my investor's going to be using a mortgage to buy it, so they're going to be paying a 25% deposit. So let's work out how much that is. So 89,900 times 0.25 gives a deposit of 22,475. That's how much his deposit's going to be. Now let's work out how much his legal costs are. The legals we always work out at 4%. Legals we always work out at 4%. So how much are legals on this purchase price? So purchase price of 89,900 times 0.04 gives us legal costs of 3,596. Now, with the new stamp duty rules, that might be slightly lower, but this was purchased pre-COVID, okay? It's not yet completed, so he's not going to qualify for the stamp duty exemption that's just been announced by Boris Johnson. So, legals are £3,596. Now, the property needs a little bit of a refurb, but not much, okay? So always factor in refurb costs. So it's 7,500. Basically, it needs a kitchen, it needs new floors, and it needs a paint and decoration. About £7,500. Next, there's a sourcing fee On this one, it was 2,750. So we have purchase price of 89,900, deposit of 22,475, legals 4%, which is 3,596, refurbishment 7.5, and sourcing fee of 2,750. That, if you add all them together, that will give us our total money in. So 22,475 plus 3,596 plus 75 plus 2,750. Our total money in 36,321. Okay, so £36,321 in here. 36,321. That is our total money in. Next, we need to find out how much money are we actually going to be getting out of this deal. That's what's important. We need to know how much cash flow we're going to be getting. So, how are we going to do that? Let's go over here. Money out. First thing you need to know, how much is it going to rent out for? So what is the per calendar month rent? Now, this deal, where it's located in Birmingham city centre, we're very confident we'll get between £800 and £900 a month. We've spoke to several agents, we've got properties in the area for other investors, they're all getting that sort of figure. Now we could do it as service accommodation and that would lift the rental income drastically, but we sold it on the basis that it's going to be a single let property and he's very, very happy with that. So the per calendar month rent, we're going to say £850. Very achievable, really good part of Birmingham, great, very achievable. But we do have some costs to come off of that. So what we need to do, first cost, obviously, is mortgage payments. Now we work that out at 3%. The reason we say 3% is you can actually get a buy-to-let mortgage for about 2.2, but if we go 3%, that covers all sort of eventualities with regards to mortgages. Now you wouldn't pay much more than that, so 3% is a very good conservative figure. So we know that the purchase price was 89,900. We paid a 22,475 deposit. That leaves a mortgage balance of £67,425. Times that by 0.03, that gives us an annual mortgage payment of £2,022. Divide that by 12 so we can work out how much it is monthly. That gives us a mortgage amount of £168.56, thereabouts, okay? So about £167, £168.56. Next, we don't advise anybody managing their own properties. So I've advised my investor to get a management company in place and they're going to be charging 10%. So they charge 10% to look after his property, find tenants, deal with all that side of things. So they charge 10% of the achievable rent. That's going to be £85. And we also say whenever you buy a property, you should allow for maintenance and allow for voids. We allow 10% for that as well. So maintenance and voids. £85 as well. Now, as the landlord, you're responsible to insure the property to make sure it's insured correctly. You have to have landlord insurance. I know landlord insurance on a property of that value will be approximately £40 a month. I've just done one for £200,000 property value, it was 55. So let's go £40 a month for insurance. £40. So what are we going to be left with after all the bills have been paid? We've paid for management, we've allowed for maintenance and voids, and we've got insurance. What are we going to be left with? Let's have a look. £850, take away 168 times 56, take away 85, take away 85, take away 40. So we're going to be left with 471.44 times 12, because I want to know the annual figure. We're going to be left with about £5,657. So, annually, money out, 5, 6, 5, 7, 28. So we know that we buy the house for £89,900. We pay a £22,000 deposit. We have legal fees of £3,500. Refurb £7,500. Sourcing fee £2,750. Total money in £36,321. We know that the property will rent out for easily £850, maybe more, but we're going to work it out on the lower end. Mortgage is going to be £168 because we know the difference here. We know that management is 10% of whatever we get here. We know that maintenance and void, we allow 10% every month to cover any maintenance issues. And we know that insurance is £40. These are figures we know, okay? So you can get a very accurate return on investment. Now, we also know that we're going to make about £470 a month profit from this deal. therefore giving us £5,650 per year. Okay, so we know money in, we know money out. How do you get to the ROI? Easy, divide the money out by the money in, and then times by 100. So, 5657.28 divided by 36321 gives us the 0.15, times that by 100 gives a return on investment of 15.5 ROI. 15%, okay? It's not the best deal in the world, but it's a very, very good deal. When you factor in the ROI of 15.5% plus factor in capital appreciation, that's a banging deal. I've got investors from all over the world that will find and buy deals like this. I really do. Listen, it's a good deal. It really is. So that's how you work at ROI. ROI is super, super important. If you found this video useful, and if you found this useful, give me a thumbs up, drop me some love below, tell me what you liked about it. Also, tell me what you want to see in the next video. I'm more than happy to give you guys what you want to see. Guys, my name's Alasdair Cunningham. Make sure you give me a thumbs up, make sure you get subscribed, make sure you turn on notifications. See you next week.